Shalom. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. All right, double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone, the men who ruled well and taught us this truth. Salutations to you, sincere, humble brothers, pushing this word with fear and trembling through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah. Okay, hey, I was just listening to a song on the radio by this demon, Kanye West, man. And the spirit got on me, man, to deal with it. He got a recent album that came out. I was in my car riding, and I listen to the radio every now and then, and one of his songs on this new album that just recently came out, I think it's called Yay. And it on the cover of the album it says, "I hate being bipolar. It's awesome." So in this particular song, which I'm gonna play here in a little bit, I'm gonna play a couple of clips. And through the spirit, I'm gonna entitle this lesson uh uh the double-minded demon Kanye West is through, and he knows it. So in the song, it's called Yikes, by the way. Like I said, I'm gonna play it here in a minute. He basically admits to having spirits on him. He admits to having demons on him. And he calls himself a superhero. And you can hear the demons manifesting themselves in his voice on the song. Okay? All right, without further ado, I'm gonna play some clips, but before I play any clips, I'm gonna bring out a scripture, and then after I play the clips, I'm gonna bring out a couple more scriptures. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, man. Hey, this dude is through, man. Check him out. But first and foremost, this is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 8. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. All you blacks want all the same thing. Used to only be niggas. Everybody playing. Spending everything on Alexander Wang. New slaves. You see his leaders and his followers. I throw these Maybach keys, I wear my heart on the sleeve. I know if we the new slaves, I see the blood on the leaves. I see the blood on the leaves. I see the blood on the leaves. I know that we the new slaves. I see the blood on the leaves. They throwing hate at me, want me to stay at ease. Fuck you and your corporation, y'all niggas can't control me. I know that we the new slave. I know that we the new slave. I'm about to ride the fuck out. The choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all? It's like we're mentally in prison. I like the word prison because slavery goes too direct to the idea of blacks. It's like slavery, Holocaust Jews, slavery is blacks. So prison is something that unites us as. Didn't make this up. When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you was there for 400 years and it's all of y'all? It's like we're mentally in prison. I like the word in real time, so we didn't make this up. When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. James 1 and 8 again. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. All right. And we just recently, dealt with this demon through the spirit when he came out, speaking about, making the statement that slavery was a choice, which we brothers all, pretty much destroyed that theory. And this is the same guy who went, if you are familiar with his career, this is the same guy who went from Jesus walks with me. God show me the way to what's a God to an atheist or what's a God to a non-believer. From I know we the new slaves to slavery was a choice. Okay. And now he's a bipolar superhero. Man, check this guy out, man. This dude's a joke. I scare myself. Shit could get menacing, frightening, find help. Sometimes I scare myself. Yeah, menacing. See, this is why all the bitches fuck with they talk about. Sometimes I scare take me on myself, off mask, ask yourself. Shit could get menacing, frightening. Ask your homie right now. Look, you had a shot at Yankee. I scare myself. I can feel the spirits all around me. I've been prison bikers trying to warn me. They know I got demons all on me. Devil been trying to make an army. They been strategizing to harm me. They don't know they dealing with a zombie. Niggas been trying to test my Gandhi. Just because I'm dressed like Abercrombie. You see? That's what I'm talking about. That's why I fuck with Ye. See, that's my third person. That's my bipolar shit, nigga. What? That's my superpower, nigga. Ain't no disability. I'm a superhero. Yeah! Oh boy. thruuu. This dude is thruuu, Akim. Hey, if it was a definition, all right, if there was a picture beside the word through in the dictionary, this big head nigga face should be right there, man. This dude is thruuu, man. Do you hear him? He said he's a superhero, man. This guy, hey, demons are real, Akim, you know? And hey, it's a terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You know, y'all about Shimi Hawashai, this is his movie. He orchestrates everything that you see, man. Okay. And when these guys are bugged out of their minds, you know, bipolar syndrome is nothing but a demon, man. You know, it's a demon, and this guy thinks that it's a what did he say? He said it's his superpower, it's his super ability, bipolar syndrome. Hey man, but look, let me finish this dude off, man. I don't want to spend too much time, so I'm gonna get the scriptures and finish this dude off, man. You know, this is the book of Titus, chapter 3, verse 11. Okay, and this just going back into a I'm using this to link up with being a double-minded man, unstable in all his ways. You know, that's the point of this lesson. Okay, when a man is unstable, he has demons on him. Okay, he has demons on him. It says, knowing that he that is such is subverted, the word subverted meaning destroyed, and sinneth, being condemned of himself. So this dude is condemned of himself, man. You know, he's destroyed. Okay, and it's rightfully so that he calls himself by the name Kanye West. Okay, because this westernized way of life has completely destroyed him. Hey, he's at the point of no return, man. You know, and he knows that he's through. This guy knows he's through, man. This is Second Peter chapter 2, and I'm gonna read verse 14. Starting at verse 14, it says, "Having eyes full of adultery, and that cannot cease from sin." This guy can't stop, man. He's gone. He's at the point of no return. It says, beguiling unstable souls. And that's what America has done. All right. To two-thirds of our people, they've been beguiled because the vibration of America is the same. Is Satan, man. You know, is adverse to the scriptures. Okay. It's all about deceit. It's all about destroying your mind and brainwashing you with these philosophies, man, and making you look at wickedness as righteousness. You know, that's why it says, "Woe to them that call evil good and good evil." You know, some roughly paraphrasing. And this guy is destroyed, man. All right, it says, and heart they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children, cursed, man. This dude is cursed, man. And all of these entertainers you see in this black culture, hip hop, entertainment world, they're cursed, man, and they're all covetous, you know, coveting after the riches of this world, and we know that the riches of this world leads to death. You know, the cares of this world, the riches, the things in this world, is enmity with the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. Verse 15, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray. See, like I said, if you follow this guy's career, you know his first album, he had a single called Jesus Walks. Now we know that's not the name, but like Romans 10 and 2 say, our people have a zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge. You know, that guy, he had a zeal for the Most High when he first came out. He was his soul was still somewhat, you know, reachable. Now it's at the point of no return, man. You know, as soon as he stepped foot into that black hip hop culture world, his soul was condemned, was cursed, man. You know, and that goes for all these entertainers, man. It's just that this dude, the demons are manifesting and showing themselves, man. You know, that's why he's unstable. It says, following the way of Balaam, the son of Bozer, who loved the wages of unrighteousness. And these messages that these entertainers and these rappers put out, they are all wages of unrighteousness. The wages that they earn in that through this music world comes at the cost of promoting wickedness, man. You know, I'm gonna jump to verse 17 and I'm gonna get the next scripture. It says, 2 Peter 2 and 17, these are wells without water, meaning the holy water, the living water. These scriptures are the living water. Clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever. And when you're carried with the wind, tossed to and fro with every wind of doctrine, you are destroyed, man. You are unstable. You don't know what to believe anymore. Okay? You know? The devil has a sure grip on your soul, man. All right, next scripture is going to be from the Apocrypha and Wisdom of Solomon, right? This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 11, right? It says, for wickedness condemned by her own witness is very timorous, okay? And this dude has condemned his own self, man. You know? And in his condemning of him own self, he's convinced himself that having demons on you is a righteous thing. You know? It's a superpower. This boy is through, man. This dude is through, man. The definition of through, man. It says it's very timorous. Now I want to deal with this word timorous, you know. I was reading this scripture and I said, let me look up this word timorous, man. Now check this out, Aki. All right, this etymonline.com online etymology dictionary for the word timorous. It says early 15th century from Middle French timorous, 14th century for medieval Latin timorous, fearful from Latin timor, fear, dread, anxiety. You know, this dude is full of anxiety, dread. It says religious are to be to fear, be afraid, and the problem is he doesn't fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. You know, he fears men and the opinions of the men in this world is what has him in a confused state. He's unsure of himself. You know, those are all demons, man. Okay, that's what brings on that bipolar demon, man. Being unsure of yourself because you are too caught up in the cares of this world. All right, I'm gonna get the final point of this definition. All right, it says some early sentences in English, getting a little tongue tied, seem to show confusion with Middle English timorous, rash. Now let's get this word rash. Let's deal with this word rash, man. You know, because this word identifies Kanye West perfectly, man. Okay, the bipolar superhero. It says displaying or proceeding from Satan trying to jump the screen. It says displaying or proceeding from a lack of careful consideration. Consideration of what? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, the Most High. Okay, because it's a terrible, terrible thing to fall into the hands of the living power, and this is the result. Uh, 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 this is what you get. This is the finishing product. Kanye West. All right, this is what you get when you don't consider, all right, the ways and the judgments of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. This is what you get when you don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. It says this displaying or proceeding, this is the display that you get from a lack of careful consideration of the possible consequences of an action. So he didn't consider what his life outcome would be once he once he got himself into this black culture music industry, man. He didn't consider the consequences of the actions of selling his soul to these fucking devils, man. And those fake Jews, okay, specifically Leo Cohen, runs that music industry, man. You know, and we know that those fake Jews is to completely those fake Jews mo is to completely destroy the children of Israel, man. All right, let's deal with some of these synonyms. This is the finishing product of a rash person, man. Okay, it says reckless, impulsive, okay, foolhardy, incautious, foolhardy, reckless, impulsive, man. You know, and that's what a bipolar person does, man. He acts recklessly. He's impulsive. He's foolhardy. I don't want to deal with that word foolhardy. It says recklessly bold or rash. Foolhardily. Foolhardier. Antonyms of that word is prudent. So he's not wise, man. He was not wise in choosing uh, 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 the lifestyle that he chose, uh, seeking after riches, man, chasing after riches, you know. But ultimately, he was given over to the hands Yahweh Shem Yahweh, okay? Because the Most High chooses the lot of every person you see on this earth, man. And the lot that he chose for this dude, Kanye West, is to be foolhardy, reckless, rash. All right. Ultimately, to sum it all up, he chose the life of a two-third of a heathen for Kanye West. He chose the life of a reject for Kanye West, man. All right. I'm gonna get the final scripture. All right, and the final scripture is gonna be from the book of Sirach. All right, one of my favorite chapters, Sirach chapter 19. All right, Sirach chapter 19. Oh, yeah, Sirach chapter 19 and Salakia Akim. Let me finish off the precept in Wisdom of Solomon because I got to the word and then I jumped the gun a little bit. So that all things be done decently in order. All right. It says Wisdom of Solomon 17:11. For wickedness condemned by her own wickedness is very timorous, and being pressed with conscience always forecasted grievous things. Okay. All right. So this dude is grieved, man, because ultimately he knows the lifestyle he chose is not what he thought it would be. You know, he thought that this lavish lifestyle was going to be everything he dreamed of, but it's his biggest nightmare, man. You know, and that's why these rich entertainers, they'll tell you themselves that it ain't what it looks like, man. You know, because they put them in the spotlight every time you see them. They got this glimmer and glamour around them. They dress to impress. They ride in the best. They got the best looking woman. You know, and those women are all whores. That's what they don't tell you. Those women are whores. You know, they're constantly being manipulated. Okay, and they're constantly being used. They don't have any privacy and they don't have any peace, man. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Okay, so our people are here, and it don't matter what level, what status or stature they have in this world, they can't get away from the curses, man. Okay, because this is the devil's dominion. This is the so-called white man, all right, better known BKA as Esau Edom. This is his rule. This is his reign. Okay, but it's almost up, man, and that's why he's being revealed. Okay, and the two-thirds of our people who follow him, they're being revealed as well, man. Okay, because they're even more wicked than the wicked, man. All right, final scripture. This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 5. It says, whoso taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. And this is what this guy did, man. You know, he he dedicated and submitted himself to the world. Okay, and the world is all about pleasing the flesh. Okay, instead of denying the world and submitting to the will of Yahweh Shimi Hawashah, okay, this guy chose the broad path which leadeth to destruction, man. Okay, and there's many demons and many obstacles. The broad path is broad. Okay, meaning it's widespread, and there's many ways that the Lord will allow Satan to destroy you, man. Okay, and I'm just gonna close with that. I'm gonna say shalom, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, the men who taught us this truth. All right, how about Shimi Hawashah Baraka Thumb? All right, Shalom to the hopeful elect and Kwam Yasharala.